Gino Auriemma frantically yelling out a play. Shot clock at 4. Bueckers, you bet! She may not be fully healed, but she's fully clutch.
They've been cleaning up on the offensive glass so far. And then Paige Bueckers with the drive. Attacking the rim early, looking confident, getting to the paint, finishing. And they get it right back. Bueckers waits, delivers. Working her way back into things. That's not right. It was a prolific scorer, pardon me, for them this year. Yeah, it was interesting talking to Susie Gardner about I originally signed her as a point guard as Paige Bueckers gets out in the passing lane and gets another 2. In terms of coming back from injuries. Bueckers all the way across court. Mule left open. Buries it. Did not get a lot of playing time and might have set her back a little bit. Was not here in Connecticut. Oh, Bueckers. Coming off of the handoff. Doesn't even need to put it on the floor. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Bud. And Pam, this is just it. You can see UConn's playing at a faster pace than they're used to playing at, a little bit rushed in the half court. So UCF getting what they want, but when you give UConn multiple opportunities. Battles working on Bueckers, who blocked it. Sold out Gamble Pavilion. And they are loud. Bueckers can't give her that much room. 20th in the nation in turnovers forced. But it's been the other way around tonight. Nothing but net.
I mean, this is a team that can really pull up and score the basketball. They've done a nice job limiting Connecticut in transition. That was one of the huge keys for Terry Morin.
Bueckers pull up short. UConn goes to their bench as well as Dorka Juhas comes in. Bueckers aggressive early and hitting again. It was funny when we talked with Terry Morin. She said, hey, we can't take any credit for the footwork of Mackenzie Holmes. She's had that her entire life. Here's Nelson Adota. Bueckers will fire and hit from 3 plus a foul. UConn has started this third quarter with a purpose. Bueckers dips inside, lays it in.
Paige Bueckers gets it. Not quite your pizza pie.
Well, Indiana knows they've got to change the course of this game right now. And in their last huddle, Alexa Gulbe yelled down the line at her teammates and screamed, "Wake up!"
That's not the way to do it, Ollie.
Extended defensive pressure by everybody. It's not just the guards, but Paige Bueckers comes up with the ball, gets the easy 2.
She is so relentless on defense. And when we asked her what she wants to be called, she said, it's just energy. I'm bringing energy to my team. And boy, does she ever.
Bueckers on the other end gets free for the layup. Holmes, a junior out of Maine. Connecticut has not scored in 4 minutes. Now they have. Bueckers lays it in. An early 5-4 lead for the Huskies. Bueckers on the cut, waits, finishes, plus the foul.
Just be the coach who is holding the players accountable. It has to be the teammates as well.
But that's the last 5 for UConn. Bueckers will take those 2.
Going under the screen. We saw NC State struggle going under the screen against.
This entire crowd is on its feet still. Bueckers hits the jumper. Here comes Crutchfield. Canane and Nelson Adota went down. Crutchfield gets rejected by Bueckers.
NC State out in transition. Paige Bueckers is long.
Bueckers, pull-up jumper is good. Would have tied the game. Bueckers leaning and hitting. A big bucket for UConn. Gives it up. Penn to shoot. Back to Bueckers. Leaning jumper is money. Gino Auriemma frantically yelling out a play. Shot clock at 4. Bueckers, you bet! Over 60% from 3 in Crutchfield's NCAA career. This is her 13th tournament game. Bueckers again! Here's Fudd around the Nelson Adota screen. Patient offensive set. Bueckers again! It's in her blood.
Just built different. She's built different in the kind of blood, the DNA.
Elisa Canane has come through in the clutch tonight over and over again. Bueckers has as well.
Paige Bueckers one more time.
The streak lives! Make it 14 straight trips to the Final Four for the Connecticut Huskies.
The drama of this game, you're winning, you're losing, you're winning and losing. How did you find the focus to close it out in double overtime?
It just signifies what we've been through all year. A whole bunch of adversity, highs and lows, ups and downs. But we stay composed and we stay together. And I just love my team, man. I just love my team.
Talk to us about the keys to this game. Number 1, rebounding. Both teams have done a good job on the defensive glass.
Bueckers is on the board in her hometown. See Brink sagging off of Edwards. Here's Bueckers, pull up, not a lot of airspace, and it didn't matter.
Done a better job of hitting the shots, and then when she does, and they go back down the floor, you see Brink with a big smile, Bueckers with the tap.
For Cameron, and also asking, now how do we keep her from fouling? She's gotten so much better at that this season as Bueckers floats it in.
Paige Bueckers is just smartly going away from the screen as the defense.
Bueckers trying to cut through traffic, separates and finishes. That's a tough bucket for Paige Bueckers. Bueckers gives it up. Westbrook connects on another 3. Here's Bueckers curling and hitting. When she scored 16 second-half points, did not miss. Bueckers got it to go.
Celebrating Paige Bueckers, another tough one. Buckets.
This is an outstanding three-point shooting team. They haven't gotten them to drop yet tonight. Jones way off the mark. Stanford has missed its last 9 threes. Bueckers comes up with a steal. All the way in for 2.
Paige Bueckers doing a great job jumping the route. She's got long arms, great anticipation.
And that will do it. The Connecticut Huskies will play for a national title on Sunday night in Minneapolis. They take down the defending champions. 63-58 the final.
Paige, another close game down the stretch. Where did this team find the focus play after play to close out this win?
We just kept our composure. We knew Stanford was going to make their runs. They're a really great team and a really competitive team, and they're one of the smartest teams in the country. So we just try to stay composed and stay together.
On paper, this seemed almost impossible. They've got so many players, so many big players. You guys have injuries, a short bench. How did you do it?
We know everybody in the world doesn't think we're going to win, so we're like, we might as well just prove everybody wrong and prove ourselves right. But we got one more game. We're not satisfied with this.
12-0 in second chance points. Bueckers has been guarded beautifully by Henderson. Bueckers, they need it, and she gives them to him. Here's Bueckers racing inside, across her body, got it to go. Bueckers, the Minnesota kid, wheeling through traffic, will fire. Oh my goodness, what a highlight from Paige Bueckers.
Paige Bueckers with the ball in her hands can be a magician, and here just working. She's like, I'm not giving it up anymore. I'm just going to go where I need to go to get my shot off.
Similar thing happened with Connecticut at the end of their game against Stanford. Bueckers off one leg, straight cash.
From behind, and Paige Bueckers says, all right, you want to force me left? I can go that way too.
Loose ball, Cook after it. Here comes South Carolina. Zaya Cook gets denied by Bueckers.
What pursuit by Paige Bueckers it looked like in the 2-on-1 South Carolina.
Much the same they started the first. Backdoor, Bueckers gets loose for two, and those are the first points of the half for UConn. Bounces into Boston. Boston one-on-one with Nelson Adoda. Leah Boston has it stripped by Bueckers. Good dig from the UConn star. Here's Bueckers. She might have to do it herself. Bueckers bounces. Edwards able to finish. Bueckers finds some here and knocks down the triple. Back-to-back threes from Connecticut and a timeout taken.